South Korea is holding the 21st presidential election 2 years earlier than expected to choose a new leader who will replace former President Jun-seok after he was removed from office over his martial law order. Polls have been open since 6 a.m. this morning and will remain open for the next 10 hours. We go to one of the polling stations with our An Sung-jin standing by. Good morning, Sung-jin.
Good morning, Tommy. Great to be here.
So Sung-jin, after weeks of putting up with a deluge of polling and K-pop campaigning, voters finally get their say today.
Right, Tommy. So we're currently going a little bit past 10 a.m. here, and it's been about 4 hours since voting locations began, since 6 a.m. here. I'm currently standing in front of a voting location in Sadangdong in Seoul's Dongjakgu district. We've been out here since early this morning, and similar to early voting, we've seen a lot of people waiting and trying to cast their ballot. This election is actually the first one since the first COVID-19 pandemic. The elections previously where masks were mandatory and regular voters were separated for those that were under isolation. The polling station that I'm at is one of the 14,295 nationwide and 2,260 from Seoul. We already saw the second highest voter turnout rate for early voting, and many have gathered to vote early this morning as well. Have a listen to some of the voters.
Our economy is going through a difficult time right now, so I hope the new president can boost our economy domestically and internationally, and also improve people's livelihoods.
This is my first vote ever, and I'm proud to be participating in it. I would like them to work on making Korea a better country to live in.
It is indeed an exciting day for South Korea. Sung-jin, for our voters who are yet to cast their ballots, do remind us the voting process and what voters should be on the lookout for.
So voting takes place from 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. today, and voters must be 18 or above and bring a government-issued ID. And unlike early voting, regular voting actually requires for voters to go to their voting cast based on their registered address. Which polling station you may go and vote can be found on a voting guide delivered to each household or through the National Election Commission website. Anyone who arrives at the polls and stands in line before the polls close have the right to vote. Taking selfies or pictures of the ballots while inside the polling booth is strictly prohibited. That's all I have for now for this glimpse of the polling station in the early hours of today, and I'll be back with more updates. Back to you, Dami.
All right, Sung-jin, thank you for that report. We appreciate it.